Hi Gemini, this is your reading for the week of February 9th, or when you hear it and it resonates, and it will not be for everybody. So, what I'm getting with this, as I'm feeling the energy, what I'm getting with you is that you're being told you may have some kind of, you might have been disappointed recently by your own behavior, by your own responses. And you can sometimes, my very dear Gemini, be sometimes challenged when it comes to dealing with really strong personalities, because ultimately you really would just rather have life be nice, nice, and go along easy and not really have to worry too much about dealing with a lot of really harsh, deep emotion. It's not an area where you're super comfortable. So what you're being told here is, especially if you're in a situation right now where you find yourself being a bit critical of yourself, you're being told, be neutral as much as you can be, especially if you are engaged in a situation right now that you are not handling to the degree that you would like to, or the manner in which you would like. Try to be neutral in response to your feelings about yourself, not about the situation so much, but yourself. Try to be neutral for yourself. This is the, okay, so that you can look at it and take stock of it, because a tendency would be to look at something and then get critical of yourself. But the thing about that is, when we're feeling critical, it's not when we tend to make the most life-enhancing choices. When we're feeling critical of ourselves, when we're feeling guilty, when we're in a state of, prolonged remorse, what tends to happen is we will treat ourselves worse as some kind of form of punishment. This is just like natural human nature from what I've witnessed. And you're being told you have a tendency to do that a little bit. So when you find yourself being harsh on you, move into critical, just get curious about it. Use this as an opportunity to explore some of your feelings, but explore them a little bit more gently. Maybe you don't have to jump into them head first. Explore them from a neutral position first. Stand up for yourself. You are being told that it is time to stand up for yourself. And that whatever has created your sense of not being able to take care of yourself emotionally in a general way, or just with strong personalities, you're being told you can use this as a way to look back, if you wish to, at some of the events that might have created this tendency to find it difficult to really stand up for yourself. Because that's an important thing for you to have going forward, okay? Because when you have that, what you do is you stop chastising yourself for things, or criticizing or blaming yourself for things. As they continue to move forward, you understand why you have been the way you have been, and now you get to make new choices. Now you get to say, all right, well, what would it look like if it weren't that? What would it look like if it weren't that? How would I be different? As opposed to, oh, I'm so bad, because then you just contract around that behavior. That's not what you want. We want to just gently, okay. So the hopelessness card comes up, not because it's hopeless, but because what it says is, when there is a tendency of, oh, I'll never be able to do this, that's when you notice that there's that quality of powerlessness that comes with it. And usually it's triggering something from the past. Okay, so that's why I think it's really relevant that you get the past, present, future card here in relation to hopelessness, remorse, and it's time to be your own hero. Okay, I'm going to leave you with that, Gemini. Much love. Take care.